lookups, we're going to depend upon your machine, your name servers for name server lookups. Once you edit this file, then you do a sudo net plan apply. And then you go to your date test. So, in the end, here's our, I'm going to draw it like this. Here's our network with a slash, what did we say, 28? Insider, cedar, notation, whatever. You're going to have your mail machine, you're going to have your database, you're going to have your file systems, you're going to have your resources, you're going to have your something else, something, whatever. You're going to go into each one of these, that file that I just mentioned, and you're going to change the name servers so that, I'll just put NS1 right here, so that they will be configured to use NS1, NS2 as their name servers. And if everything's working right, then by the time you're done, your name server should be able to do recursive lookups for your network.
So we're just supposed to go down till it says you would do the Etsy network interfaces. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's not Etsy network interfaces.
And then you just edit the net file. So you switch from that that slide to this slide.
Yeah, and if I can go edit that PDF, I'll try to do so. So what is actually on this assignment? Let's see here. This is DNS lookup assignment. What do I actually have to do? I have to go edit one file on my master and add 3 lines. I have to edit one file on my slave and add 3 lines. I have to go into each one of my clients then and edit Etsy, netplan, whatever that file was, and change my name server. Done. Oh, by the way, this is kind of a cool tool. In case you hate logging into all your things separately, oops. If I have to manage multiple machines at the same time, I'll use CSSH, which stands for cluster SSH, and I go to joe@ns1.thegummybear.com, joe@ns2.thegummybear.com, joe@ I don't know if all these are up and running. Actually, mail is it. The Gummy Bear. What? Connection to server failed. There we go. So maybe my NS2 is down for now. But you can get the idea here.
So you just do your login at and then the server's name and then dot your domain name. And then all of them and then SSHs from all at once. And do the exact same thing at the same time. That's kind of what it is. Okay.
Well, okay, I can't remember my password over there right now, but it will bring up all your terminals, and whatever you type will be done in all those terminals at the same time.
Okay. That's actually really nice.
So if I was editing files on all 8 of my machines, you can use cluster SSH to log into all of them at the same time and do the exact same commands on all of them at the same time, if you want to use that.
Can I use that to do the master and slave one so that they,
Yeah.
so I can just do that and then do all the other ones the same way. So I can just do 2 things and then I'll be done.
Yep.
Does that work with IP addresses too?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Yep.
You just have, all you have to do is edit.
How do you get that? Mine doesn't have CSSH.
Are you running on a Mac?
Yeah.
I think you have to do like brew install, if you just homebrew it all. Ever heard of that?
I used it on my other, my Python class. I installed it. Thanks for it.
And there is a package for it that you can install it. So okay, so here's my example. I've got 2 two terminal, you can't really see them very well, they're really small, but cat, Etsy, password, or whatever, right? So I'm doing the same thing on both. Wow. Oh yeah, because over there I added Bart, Lisa, and all these people.
So would it open up?
Sudo vi, Etsy, net, plan.
So
What is
on
that?
Putty, would it open up kind of like what we're doing now, and show all of them at once?
Oh, that's my old one. In Putty, no. I don't know how you do it in Putty.
You can probably just run like a Linux subsystem in that network.
Probably. So I've only done this on Linux and Mac. I don't know if there's cluster SSH for Windows.
You can just install Linux as a subsystem in that part.
That probably would do it. Anyway. Okay, so let's look real quick. If I've talked about everything. Configure each of the lookup servers the same way. Only allow hosts within your 16 IPs to ask for a caching lookup. You can add a few other single IPs for testing purposes, but no other networks. So maybe you want to add, maybe I'm sitting out in the lab and I look at the IP address of that machine. I could add that into my allowed recursive clients to do some testing there if I want. I had to do this. In Bionic, I'm sorry, I had to go edit this file, Etsy default bind 9, and I had to append a -4 to the options line so it read like that. So if I click over here, cat Etsy default. So I had to go add this -4 here. For some reason last semester, or else it wouldn't work to do resolving lookups. Log all queries, we talked about that. Change the Etsy configuration files, like I said, Etsy net plan, so that it knows the correct host and domain names for your system. I guess that's what I'm referring to. Oh, actually, maybe I was also referring to change the Etsy configuration file so that your systems look host in your domain automatically. Which back here on this file right here. So that search line, what does that mean again? We've talked about it before. Remember what that does? Yeah, it automatically appends this suffix to any DNS query that you're making. So you also want to change this, or you can leave it there. You can add this could be a comma separated this, but you want to put your domain there, like thegummybear.com, comma cs.dixie.edu, and then it will always append. Then you can use short names, like I can say ping SSH. And it will automatically append the .cs.dixie.edu to the end, and I want you to type out the fully qualified domain name. So we want to change that. We also, I lost my other one, sorry. This one. I think the other one was just make sure that you have the correct host name and Etsy host configured on all your machines. Make sure that all translations work. And then there's your submission file. So, oh yeah,
I have every single server you've made this entire. Right.
Eventually we will.
Oh,
I don't know if that was in there or not. Was it?
I thought we were supposed to edit every single.
Mail, www, NS1, NS2.
Oh, so we won't edit.
Was it 4 of them, or did I say all of them? Oh, since you have 7 VMs, you gotta go list them all. Yes. List all of them. I didn't list all of them here, but you need to list all of them. The other thing I was going to show you. So in indy.com.options, that's the one I just showed you. These are the lines I took a screenshot of. So right here, I said allow query. What does that mean again? So lets anyone in my network ask me questions about thegummybear.com. The allow recursion
allows anyone in my network for me to go out and do recursive lookups for them. So this is just kind of a default. But if you recall, when we edited our named.conf.local, do you see another allow query line here?